Welcome, everyone, and I'm going to talk about the New York HERO Act and the highlights for employers. The New York HERO Act, which is the New York Health and Essential Rights Act, does two things. It establishes enforceable safety standards for workplaces to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and future airborne infectious diseases. It also allows establishment of workplace safety committees, which we'll talk about. So it adds two new sections to the New York labor law. It passed in the New York State Legislature on April 20th, and it was delivered to Governor Cuomo on April 23rd. So Governor Cuomo has 10 days to sign or veto the bill, excluding Sundays. So he has until May 5th to sign or veto the bill. If he fails to sign the bill by tomorrow, May 5th, the law will go into effect. So let's unpack it a little bit. The law really is jam-packed, filled with lots of details as to both sections, and it does impose on employers some significant obligations. So we'll give you the quick summary now, but we recommend that you consult with your labor and employment counsel in the event that this law does go into effect to determine that or to ensure compliance moving forward. So first, it adds Section 218B to the New York labor law, which is for the prevention of occupational exposure to an airborne infectious disease. So it essentially applies to all private employers. It does not apply to the state, political subdivisions of the state, public authorities, or any other governmental agency or instrumentality. And what it does is it requires the adoption of an infectious disease exposure prevention plan. It tasks the New York State Department of Labor in consultation with the Department of Health to create some minimum standards and a model prevention plan for employers to adopt. Employers have two options. They can either adopt the model prevention plan, which will be tailored to various industries. So there will be various model prevention plans for various industries. So they can either adopt the model prevention plan or they can develop their own. However, if they develop their own, the policy and the plan will have to meet or exceed the minimum standards in the model prevention plan, and it requires some engagement by employees. It also creates protections for employees and has anti-retaliation provisions for certain protected activities that are very specific to the HERO Act, including reporting violations of law if an employer is not abiding by their own adopted prevention plan or the standards that are in place. It creates it has teeth as well. So it creates an enforcement mechanism. The Department of Labor is bestowed with authority to investigate and enforce violations of this law, including assessing penalties that increase with multiple subsequent infractions. With respect to Section 27D, that is added, and it creates this obligation on employers to permit the creation of workplace safety committees. It provides several details on the who can participate. It limits employers' involvement in the selection of members and appointment to these workplace safety committees. And it also provides certain rights to these workplace committees and authority to conduct certain business, if you will. It also creates an anti-retaliation provision that protects employees who wish to create a workplace safety committee under the HERO Act or that engage in protected activities in involvement with the Workplace Safety Committee. If enacted, the law would take effect, 27D would take effect in 180 days from tomorrow, May 5th, if Governor Cuomo signs the law or he does not. Either way, if the law goes into effect, tomorrow's that magic day, unless it's signed sooner, and 180 days, 27D will go into effect.